Hello, fans of the Midnight Madness. Now, behold, reefing of the night. Some people like looking at the reef tanks during the day. Some people are different, and they like the night. Something fun, if I can get the angle right, about reefing at night is that you can see some really cool things, like hundreds of stomatella snails creeping around, taking note that certain corals just don't care, and then some like to close up, protect themselves. All kinds of very interesting things at night. Look at this little guy, he's going to town. Ah, yes, and some LPS. Here we can see some of the, I forgot the scientific name, mesenthelial maybe, or some kind of feeding tentacle going on. And I'm gonna throw some food in there later. I like to feed it every 2 to 3 weeks. A recovering bubble coral, Plerogyra, I believe. It looks better during the day. But one thing that's very interesting, I find, it's a coral that some people are like, whatever. Some people are disgusted and they throw up just looking at it. But one of my favorites, the snake polyp. And a lot of times at night, you'll see them open up with such beautiful little tendril things. There we go. Suspiciolaria. The little hands aren't out. But this is also interesting coral depending on what kind of light you're shining on it. But if you take note there, those little hands, they're different. They're yellowish, when during the day you can't really tell. And that's great. Also, if you have issues like aptasia, you can randomly hunt around for your Bergia nudibranch that you hope exist still if the amphipods don't get them. Here we have a nice fox coral, healthy, closed up at night. Oh, look at that. What we have here, ladies and gentlemen, is a not a fireworm, a bristleworm. Very interesting at night. Look at that rainbow. Midnight Madness, Midnight Madness. The Chemical Brothers. Look it up. Oh wow, look at that. We've got spaghetti worms, another favorite of mine, day or night. And they kind of like do their own thing. What's this? Yeah, you can really get an idea of what these things do. Staring at them at night. One other fun thing to do is go snorkeling at night. Except when you're going over a deep, dark trench and you don't see the bottom. That's a little unnerving. But hey, you know, it's a good thing to do at some point in life. Oh yeah, it took a minute, but here we see a quote Bergia, end quote, nudibranch, creeping around. Hopefully there's thousands more, but started out with about 8 in here, and maybe in a month and a half I'll start seeing juvenile ones creeping around. This one's about mid-range. They get significantly larger, and hopefully it cleans things up. They're great to have. When trying to cultivate them, don't have any amphipods anywhere around at all, because they'll eat the eggs. But hopefully there's a significant amount of fertile eggs in here, and everything goes real smooth, and we can clean things up here at GrassmanReef, and that'll be good. I've known a lot of people who have suffered from aptasia, but there's different ways to deal with it. You can buy a bunch of these and then cultivate them in a jar and oh, look at that guy. Oh wow, look at both of them, just kind of, what are they doing? Cultivate them in a jar and just like feed them with some stock that you have in a different tank. You can grow hundreds of aptasia in your sump and then just keep something such as a copper band or a filefish up top, and that's always an interesting concept. But I prefer the Bergia method. I don't like peppermint shrimp that much, but I have seen them consume aptasia quite voraciously. But also they tend to go after acans, so that's not good. But in dire straits, if these things don't come around quick enough, I might have to look into some aptasia eating filefish and just throw like 3 of them in the vat and then move them out as needed. Maybe train them on aptasia first. Same with peppermint shrimp. But maybe one of these days I'll try a copper band butterfly fish out again in the 220 gallon. I don't know if this is fact or not, but I believe them to consume feather dusters, and as well as that, spaghetti worms. But I would wait until I had a very large amount of them going on. But anyway, reefing at night, always worth it. Just kind of like stare at stuff. Yellow Fiji leather. Just have fun. Just stay up until you start going crazy, and then just ponder the universe. Ponder this little snail here. Anyway, thank you, and if you had a good time, maybe like my Google page and our Google page, and we can get a better phone. Get a Google phone. Have a good night, y'all. One more thing real quick. Here at GrassmanReef, sometimes at night, when some of our crew just get bored and look around at stuff late in the night, it's always fun to try and experiment with things. In my hand, we have a little glowing light. Let's see what we can do here. It's like a UV light. When you shine it, you can like see different corals that light up or not. We can move it around. Let's try to find some stuff. It's a bit cloudy because I was messing around in the sump. But look at that glow. The bubble coral glowing. Pachyceras. Really something. An elegance coral that's not dying and slowly growing. Oh, wow. neat. And it's kind of hard to tell in some of this stuff. Let's try to find some other things. We have a nice acropora. And what is that? Hard to tell sometimes. What have we got here? A chalice. But I noticed something interesting, and it's hard to tell with it being a bit cloudy in here. But over time, as I was shining this little UV light thing in the aquarium, in the beginning, there was but a few fluorescing corals. And over time, as they were subjected to these extreme lighting conditions, more of them began to glow. So, you might want to look into one of these. I don't know what brand or what it is really, but just press the button. It's neat. You can find things. And you can do it at night. Wow. Anyway, thanks y'all, and hope you found that interesting.